Hi, this is Jees once again. It is April 7th, 2020, 8:30 p.m. CST. Um, this has been a grim day once again. We are seeing the grim reality of Covid-19. There's a lot of background noise because of my dishwasher working in the background, but I'll try to be more audible, loud and clear as possible. So it has been a bad day. It was a bad day. Everybody feels it. Uh, yeah, the pain and the loss. I think we will have to continue this trend for at least 1 to 2 days. We expect the peak to be in 1 to 2 days. So hopefully we will see the number of hospitalizations and thereby inconsequentially the number of death coming down in a couple of days from now. Let me go into the updates. I have been pretty good. I'm keeping myself occupied, working, continuing my research and related stuff, and trying to take vitamin D and also exercise whenever I can. Social distancing is one of the norms that I follow very strictly these days in order to avoid any more toll to the already pressurized system. Yes, and my roommate is also doing pretty fine. So mostly we are sitting at home. We try to get the stuff at home. My parents, I talked to them today morning. They are also doing great. They are in Kerala, in India. They are. I'll give an update about Kerala at the end. This has been a tough time for them to stay at home, but they're also holding on really well. Talked to my brother, sister-in-law and kids. They are also doing great. Second day for class for their son. They are also doing fine. They are also doing great. Staying at home. My friends are all doing great. They are all isolating themselves. None of them has any visible signs of any disease or any infections or any of them. They are isolated in their homes. I think with that I'll just go into the numbers. So total number of cases actually has grown over 1.4 million cases all around the world. Today I thought of giving you the numbers from the United States long ago in comparison with the total numbers. So it is 400,000 numbers from the United States altogether. 82,058 people have died of COVID-19. That is recorded. 12,854 people from the United States. 302,000 people have recovered. 21,674 people have recovered from the United States. We see a trend. We believe that we are very close to the peak of the battle on the top, as Andrew Cuomo has correctly mentioned. The situation continues to remain the same. We will hope to have this plateau for a couple of days more, and then eventually we will have a slide down of the mountain on the other side. I'll just go to the numbers by country. United States has 412 total cases, 33,331 cases reported today. This case is higher than the one that we have been recording yesterday. I think it is partially owing to more testing in other states, including Louisiana. These numbers are coming up from many of the other states. Spain, 141,000 people have been affected, 5,200 were tested positive today. Italy, 135,000, 3,000 people were tested today. That number is going down. We believe that Italy, so far, that it has reached its peak and it is going down the hill other way. Spain, it is still going up. France, 109,000 people, 11,000 tested positive today. I think in Europe, France is one of the countries that we are really worried about, and also along with that we are also worried about the UK very much. Germany, 107,000 people have been tested positive, 4,000 were tested positive today. Germany, one of the things that we have to see that the mortality rate in Germany is very, very low compared with other countries. That has been a great news. We have to see their health systems, what are they trying to do in social distancing, how are they going to maintain that. I'll go to the number of deaths. So Italy so far has the highest death toll, 17,127 so far recorded, 604 death recorded today. That number is going down, so that is giving us a little bit of hope. Spain, for the third day, it is holding on to its death rate. 14,045 people have died, 704 people have died today. That number is almost constant in that area. United States, 12,854 people have died in total. 1,970 people have died today so far, the biggest United States have ever seen or ever lost in a single day. France, 10,059 people have died. 1,417 people have died today. That is the largest number France also has seen in this battle. United Kingdom, 6,151 people have died. 786 people have died today. And I think that number is also one of the greatest number that UK is seeing. UK Prime Minister continues to be in ICU, intensive care unit. So today I think mostly we have a lot of things that's going around. We cannot take a stock of all the things that is happening around. So what I did was mainly I tried to focus on the initial research that was coming out from Wuhan. There was a paper which was published in Lancet. It clearly mentions what are the symptoms that they have seen. So we believe that whatever they have mentioned is correct. It's an internationally peer-reviewed journal. So we can believe this number. I will link the paper to this thing. So they say that a lot of people who, by statistics, a lot of men are getting affected than women. People with pre-existing conditions are more prone to fatal conditions than other people. The main symptoms are fever, cough, and fatigue. Other symptoms like runny nose are rarely seen among the people who has been affected in Wuhan. That continues to remain as a trend in many other countries, including the United States. That has been the main update that we have for today. So one of the other things that we wanted to look at is how the other systems in other countries are doing great. I see in particular I wanted to point out the health systems in Kerala, that how they have taken things proactively rather than reactively. I will link to some of the resources that I have about this model. Also, they have also planned for a segregated, a chain sort of model to open up the economy, not in one shot. They are trying to open up things by need and by practicality point of view. Number of test cases that they have done is very high. Akin to South Korea, they have started numerous testing centers. Like you can drive through testing centers, you can just go get over there and then give your swab, and then they will collect it in a secure and safe way. So that's one of the great things. In addition, a lot of people are not able to see the doctors, so they have also come up with online consulting where people can register, log in, and then interact with any of the doctor online unless there is an absolute necessity to go to the hospital. So they are doing a great job. I think we are seeing the result of this great job. That's one of the encouraging things. So if you do the things right, we are expecting to have the results also in the same way. There are a lot of recoveries. Death has been so far the lowest in the country. Also, the number of people who are getting affected is also significantly contained by this isolation norms. Things seems to work at this point. I think that is worth an exaltation, the kind of work that the health workers are doing in India. And I mean, when I say India, I wanted to specifically highlight Kerala, where I am from, not from the bias that I have, but looking at the data that we have, which is available to all of you. One of the other things is, I was searching for the reason why people have been shopping a lot. So there has been a research which is coming from a university in San Diego, which said, oh, you know what, people are thinking of two things. They wanted to control everything that they have underneath their control. the crisis they're not able to control. So they wanted to have some crisis control. The only thing that they could control was their shopping pattern. So this was the research that was done, and people wanted to have this control, and this control came about to have an effect in the supply chain. They wanted to grab as many things as possible so that they have enough of stuff for at least a year. That is their mentality that they had. It is very normal, it is very human, psychological, and I think people should stay away from such practices, because if you stay home, the easier and the faster you can come out, with certain limitations. But I think these things are going to get better. Supply chain should not be hampered. So we are also expecting a lot of changes in the current way of lockdown in coming days. I think we will see the peak and maybe a plateau after that in United States. I think we will have to watch and wait to see, wait and watch to see. So that is the main updates that I have. I will post the resources into the link below. One of the things that we all should take care is to wash our hands properly, 20 seconds, and exercise social distancing norm to the highest level possible, and also try to engage yourself with your friends, calling to make your mental state amicably normal, or like, I know it's a hard time for many of us. Many of my friends are having stress, many of my friends are unable to work, they have long headaches and stuff like that. I urge all of you to maintain and consider your mental well-being as one of the primary means to execute your mission at the moment. So we will see more about these things tomorrow. I think I'll be more prepared, a little more about tomorrow. So tomorrow, I mean, from today onwards, I don't want to make it didactic and wanted to advise people on what to do. I wanted to make it more like a casual laugh, like I am writing a diary and then I'm speaking to myself from the past. So I just wanted to make it that way, so people have to give me feedback on what I am doing. Most likely I don't want to ask anybody for any sort of other incentives other than feedback. Positives and negatives, that would be great for me. And we are all in this mission together, so we hope to see an end really soon, even though it is really not practical, but we will reach there. Thank you so much. Bye.